Barak for Yahweh, Basham, Yahushai, Basham, Rakal Kadash, the bottoms to the apostles at Great Millstone. Salutes to the brothers, teaching the word in sincerity and truth. And so let me get this up here. So next year 2019 is looking like a beautiful year in terms of these prophecies. These prophecies have been speaking as we do these videos, and you got people out there, they still want to fucking act like like everything's like you in the 90s or something, listening to 90s hip hop and chilling, and when everything around you is changing. Everything around you is changing. It's really, America's been going down since the 70s. I'm not really going to go into all that. I mean, if you've been watching the Apostles, you know why I say that. It's the breakdowns, man. But, we're coming in a serious time now. What I got in here is, it says, now we're facing the sad reality of Brexit, troops on the streets of Britain. It's gonna, it says, I'm going to read this. It says, we now learn that 3,500 troops are on standby. So this is what they told the military, the British military, are on standby to deal with the unknowable upheavals that would arise from a no Brexit deal. That works out, at least in theory, at 100,000 per soldier. Although I don't remember this being mentioned during the 2016 referendum. Let me get this part. It says, yesterday the Defence Secretary, Gavin Williamson, announced that these forces are ready to support any government department on any contingencies that they may need. The details are fuzzy to say the least, but the unmarked personnel are part of a developing no blueprint, codenamed Operation Yellow Hammer. So few brothers have been doing videos on this. I've seen brothers doing videos on this, and they've been talking about this for a couple of months now, actually. But these articles keep popping up because they've actually got the military on standby because of what's going on in Parliament with the Prime Minister, Theresa May. Pretty much what she did was they'd had a vote in England, and everyone, it was split. It was like 51 to 49%. And they said most of the people that wanted to exit the EU lived outside of the capital, which the capital of England is London. So most of the smaller little towns, they didn't want to be in. But I mean, so what's happening now is we're talking about chaos. We're talking about they've got the army pre-planned that there's going to be some form of chaos. Let me bring the scripture out because, like we say, man, we keep telling you here at Great Millstone, because we're workers. A Great Millstone grinds things. We're workers, and here at Great Millstone, our thing is to tell you these prophecies, man. It's a job, the job of the Lord, the spiritual work. This is known as a work. So let me read this, Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth up for the children of thy people. And you get the Jehovah's Witnesses that they say, oh yeah, and I've had talks with Jehovah's Witnesses. They carry around the baskets. You get a lot of Jake's black women up in that deal with Edomites. And you get like white women carrying around baskets. There was one particular, she was like an older white lady, and she was kind of cool. But she used to talk to me and stuff, man. She wearing that long dress and carrying a basket, and pretty much she tried to tell me that Michael is Yahushai, and that's just off, man. That's just bullshit. But anyway, that's what they believe. So they're off as hell. But when Yahushai, that's on the right hand side of the Lord, comes, the Michael's gonna be there. That's what basically the scripture's telling you, bro. Another good scripture is Revelations where it talks about the war in heaven. So, these are beautiful things, man. Prophecies. And a lot of people don't believe in this, It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as was never since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. So, we're coming into some real dark times, man, pretty much. And like I said, all you gotta do is, just look at some of these articles that's coming out. Some of these like you had the I can't remember, the Economist, the world in 2019. There was a lot of things in that. That's where your videos, Apostle Tar did a video on it, brothers did on videos on it, other brothers and stuff, and that's you had a lot on that, man. And like I said, man, there's a lot of things are coming down the pipeline. Because that Economist, when it first popped, I think they pulled it out and it was just black. So it was blank. And then they actually re-released it again and it was, it had all that stuff on it to do with the barcode and the chip and, had iPhones on it and all that sort of stuff, man. So, this is serious stuff. So you gotta be in tune, man. And also, man, the Bible says, and this is one of my favorite scriptures: the slain of the Lord shall be many. You know what? In matter of fact, let me see if I can. I can't find it right now. But like I said, it says, the slain of the Lord shall be many. Actually, let me put in that shall be many. See what happens. Yeah, right. See, Isaiah 60, and this is a beautiful scripture, man. I think it goes into the chariots as well, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Isaiah 66:15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many. So, a lot of people are gonna die. When you go out and you operate, you working, or because this world is about slaves and to the business, man. Everybody pretty much out here just a bunch of slaves making money for the elites, man. So when you're operating in traffic, you come across people and stuff like that, which I don't like being around nobody, man. I'm being honest. Personally, man, I just live in the fucking woods. I don't fucking like being around. I hate people out there, man. But that's just, that's just whatever. But, when sometimes, man, you see people and you say to yourself, you know what, man? They're the end and their spirits off, Everything about them is just you just don't click, man. They're just off. And you notice that, so you say, this truth's real. This truth's real. But a lot of these people that you're seeing, day to day, they're gonna be destroyed, man. And then this article I'm bringing out, there's gonna be a lot of dark times, man. And this is about Britain, but we know Babylon the Great, America. That's really gonna be fucking crazy, because America is a different beast. You know what I mean? The scripture says the look was more stout than its fellows. America is really a different beast, which is gonna get bad everywhere. You got Europe popping off now, France. You got this Brexit thing in England, but America's gonna be fucking on top. And you know what, bro? This is the prophecies, man. This is the prophecies. So, you know, I'm pretty much going to cut it here. You know, but just know that we're in the end times in 2019. Excuse me, is gonna be a serious year. Real talk, man. Okay. So anyway, with that, I'm gonna say shalom.